This is the reality of being a lawyer, the version they don't show you in the big cities. I know you were expecting the usual welcome to a day in the life of a lawyer, but this is different. When you think of lawyers, you imagine Abuja, Lagos, the big cities, the skyscrapers, the polished offices. But today, I'm taking you somewhere unexpected. A remote community in Nigeria where a barrister made a choice most people never dare to make. I used to wonder, why would someone study such a prestigious profession only to settle where many people are trying to live? But his answer shook me, and by the time we finished spending the day with him, you are gonna understand why. We started our day with a 30 minutes drive through the rural roads, heading to the only court in this entire local government. Barrister had a serious case to handle. Two young men accused of stealing the land and assaulting one of the landowners. It was complex, emotional, and the entire future was on the line. But nothing prepared us for what we saw when we arrived. The courthouse, the broken chairs, the cluttered rooms, the atmosphere looked nothing like the idea of justice we see on TV. And at that moment, I wondered, how does justice survive here? Why did you choose to study law? Hold it. Yeah, I know you might be asking, why is the environment like this and why we're making this interview here? And that's exactly my point and the point of this video. Everywhere is so appalling, and this is the best way we could find to make this video. So can't wait to see what happened at the end.
I never imagined myself being a lawyer. I offered sciences.
He said he finally considered studying law even while he was already done with high school. This was after a brief argument with his sister-in-law at the train station. A stranger walked up to him and said, "You have to study law." She wasn't the first though, and that is why he gave it a serious consideration and decided to study it. I asked him if there were expectations he had about the law profession, but weren't so.
You know, as a layman, you have certain mindset about lawyers. I was thinking that law is about being vocal, making arguments, probably belonging to one thing or the other. It's not about noise. It's about intelligence, knowing what the law says, how to apply the law to the facts before you, even without uttering a word.
One thing that have driven my lack of interest about law is the evil things people say about it all the time. So I asked him the most common misconceptions, and here is what he said.
There is a thing that people always say that lawyers, most of them they are occultic people. Let me use that word. I've had a situation where somebody, if you mention to him that, "Can you allow your child to stop?" He said, "No, I don't want." And there is this commonest one that people say when lawyers die, they will bury it face. They will bury it face down. But then these things are not obtainable. They are not true.
His biggest challenge as a lawyer wasn't what I expected.
I'm not good at attending night classes, reading all through the night. But I came to the point where I realized that as a lawyer, you are condemned to read. In fact, when I went to law school, that was my greatest challenge.
You know, there is something they don't tell you about being a lawyer. Even with all the odds in your favor, you can still lose a case. Maybe it's a mistake from the magistrate or something moved on the ground. If you know, you know. And when that hits, the disappointment is real. And that's why lawyers learn one skill early. You must learn to separate your emotions from your matter. Otherwise, this job will break your heart and you're gonna have a heart attack. Do young people really think they are ready to face this part?
I've been well above a decade in this legal practice. All these years, a good number of people have been called to bar in 5,000, in 10,000. At the end of the day, you find out that when you come to court, most times, you don't see them. Most times, it's just a question of probably the parents, they want their child or what to be a lawyer. The moment he gets that certificate and called, they will veer off. Sometimes some persons may come in, by the time they feel the heat, they take to their heels or look for employment, because there are a lot of insecurities associated with this job and uncertainties as well. Let me use that word.
Despite the challenges, I wonder what keeps him going.
I'm trying to be diligent. I always give my best, my time, and I also try to build
Integrity.
If you're a young person and you're thinking of going into this profession, this advice is for you.
The profession is something you need to set your mind that you are coming to work hard. This integrity matters because of the peculiar nature of the job. People entrust properties, money, and even burdens.
The law profession isn't always pretty, but today we saw the side that truly matters. This is Blessed Tomy, where we uncover real stories behind your careers. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. You'll never know who can sneak this video. See you in the next one. Bye.